term police officer. There's my website. Is Toronto Police. I'm a cop there. I've been a cop for 21 years. I run Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube for the Toronto Police. The reason why I run that is because 4 years ago, I started. I was asked to work in a program called Crime Stoppers, which is a community-run program, and my job was to educate people, and particularly youth, how to anonymously submit tips to the Community Crime Stoppers program to help the police prevent and solve crime, stop, prevent, and solve crime worldwide. I said one guy for 2.5 million people in Toronto, plus we live in a global world now. It's a global village, especially because of social media. How do I get bigger bang for my buck? I said I'm going to use a camera, right? And I said, I can see that kids love graffiti. I can see kids love BMX bikes. Everywhere you go on the street, all the kids are riding a BMX bike, and they're doing graffiti. And so let's get some value out of this. So what I started doing was I started posting videos appealing for information on missing kids, because we had some missing kids at our school. The kids are still missing. If you go to YouTube and you type in Eve Ho, Jackie Lee, and Kevin Lim, 3 missing teens, Toronto, you come up with all these videos of these kids, right? The parents are very reluctant to talk to any police, any media, because they're ashamed. They're from the Chinese community. You have tons and tons of views on these kids trying to find them. They still haven't found them. So I said, I can't just have a appeal for information stuff. I got to showcase the kids and succeed with them. So I started doing videos, inviting kids to do stuff on graffiti, and I started posting videos to this YouTube account called Legal Graffiti Art.
Legal Graffiti Art?
Yeah, Legal Graffiti Art. So now there's 325 videos that I posted on here.
Wow.
Kids, including Kedre, Kedre reached out to me 4 years ago, emailed me to my YouTube account and said, I know you're a cop, I'm a graffiti vandal, I want an opportunity, I like this, right? So he started doing positive and good stuff, and we called it Graffiti Community Board. We just kept doing it. He kept bringing his friends, other people saw it, so now there's a deluge of kids that really want to do all this type of stuff. These kids have been awarded on the international stage now. Kedre got Crime Stoppers International Student of the Year. What happened when we post the videos is, this is one I just did down here in New York, is on the videos. This is when we were painting the mural. On the videos, I would put in the text what it is, what we're doing here, and then I would write in on there and not how you can anonymously submit information to the Crime Stoppers to prevent or solve a crime. So then, if this is my most viewed video right here.
What's it called? Tuff City Styles.
This is the one I just did. The one that we did the mural here is at Tuff City Styles supports graffiti art community building. This is at the tattoo shop here in the Bronx here. This is the mural we just did for invisible people here that I want to talk about. I'm just trying to give you the background so that you can put what I got in my mind in 5 minutes in your web doc. This is kind of where we've been. If you go Bryce Evans, police, graffiti, you'll see exactly the effect of one of these videos. This has got 693,737 views. All it is one of my colleagues spray painting a BMX bike ramp at an event. That's all it is. And all the kids, 37 seconds long, they couldn't believe it, right?
Lucas, you asked him to do this? Yeah? You're photographing this too, eh?
With Canadian accents and all.
Yeah.
That's good. There you go. There you go.
So 694,000 views. When you look at how this video is shared, if you go show more, the first thing it says is keep our community safe, 3 ways to anonymously submit a tip. In 2 years, our tips went from 300 a month to 1,000 a month. And we were getting tips like, so-and-so's got a gun, go get him before somebody's dead, which is the whole prevention thing, which never really existed in the past. So going forward, these guys, we met, I got pulled out of Crime Stoppers and put into Toronto Police because they decided they wanted to do social media. So I got pulled out of doing all this youth work with the kids and stuff and started doing police social media officially a year ago. And now we're working on making a policy, but I still have this passion for these kids. So we managed to meet Jeff Pulver through a lady that's here named Joanne Wallace. Jeff and the kids met in Toronto in a bar and they had a conversation. They realized they were both sneakerheads. Jeff reached out to me and said, would you chair a panel at the 140 conference on police, Twitter, and graffiti?
Huh.
I'm like, that's really cool. And he says, I want the boys to come too that you introduced me to. So I told the boys and they're like, yeah, dope, sick.
That's funny.
Let's go to New York. We've always wanted to go and paint with our heroes in New York. This is where it all started.
Right, right.
So what we did here in New York was we started watching the 140 conference thing and we learned all about invisible people. So invisible people inspired all of us. We started talking about it and we said, we're going to go down there, we're going to throw a mural down for invisible people, then we're going to raise awareness for homeless issues using social media with all our artwork. So we came down, we didn't know where we were going to paint, we actually found a place at the tattoo shop. So this is in the Bronx, this movie, and so this is when we finally found the
City in the
place.
Bronx. How you doing, guys? Today we are live here at Tuff City, and I just want to say that this is an honor to have the people here from Toronto, especially the police officers here next to me, and it's good that they're working with the youth and teaching them that vandalism is not a good thing, but art is beautiful. And I'm very glad to have you guys come to the shop at Tuff City in the Bronx and do the King's Court in the back, and I hope that this production brings you guys a lot of people and they can see that what we're doing is not a bad thing, it's a good stuff, because it keeps the youth out of the streets, keeps them out of trouble, out of drugs, and they have a playground that they can enjoy themselves with, and they have the backup, which is the Toronto Police.
Fair enough. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. This is a dream come true for all of us.
I'm glad you guys.
So we go out back to the, I'm going to leave that up because I need to show you this. When we're driving down here, the girl that you saw got introduced by Invisible People. I don't know, you might not have been in there, but there's a girl named Single Steph 380. Her name's Stephanie Barnes. And when we were coming down here, the kids and I were connected on Twitter with Mark Horvath. And so Mark tweeted at us when we were in the vehicle coming down here. We got donated a Canadian Heroes vehicle by a guy named Chris Eklund to drive down here. Jeff paid for our way, our hotel, our gas. Jeff said, I want you guys here. Then Jeff said, I want to do all this. I want to have the logo for my conference with your kids. So the kids designed it all. So this is great. So Horvath reaches out to us and says, you should hook up with Single Steph 380. She's homeless in New York and she's trying to help kids stand up for kids. And I'm like, very cool. So she's got a Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page. We've got this thing that you can install on anybody's Facebook page called a Leave a Tip tab. So you can actually go in. So I just installed it after I met her at the 140 conference. I went up to her, we sat, and I installed the app on her page. So Stand Up for Kids New York City now has a Leave a Tip tab.
So that's the name of the page, Stand Up for Kids?
That's hers, right?
Yeah.
Art
So
is Life? No, that's
Stand
not
Up
the
for Kids
same one.
NYC.
NYC.
Stand Up for Kids NYC. And so there's a Leave a Tip tab on there where you can anonymously now submit information on her page. So she's driving traffic to her page, and this is there in case the kids need it off on the side. Now, the good thing about the story of all this for me is Tuff City Tattoo. Tuff City, why do I have to log in to see it? Okay, there's Tuff City Tattoo. There's their page. they installed the Leave a Tip tab on their page too, because they said we got so many murders down here and we got to stop this stuff, and the kids are scared to say what's really going on. It gives them an anonymous way to do it. So if you scroll down the page, they're tweeting into the 140 conference now, and they're basically saying nice things about all of us. And if you go down on their page here, you'll see all the photos that were taken of the mural. So that's so this is us in the store buying paint. So basically, we get there, we buy the paint. This guy hooks us up, says we can have a wall. This is the piece of paper. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah, it's we've done a web doc on him. He died.
He died a couple weeks ago?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, this is
Who is that?
Gil Heron.
Gil Heron.
Yeah.
He made this
It's
famous
Gil
song.
Scott Heron, the song called The Bottle, about living a hard life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the kids, I didn't even know who Gil Scott Heron was. The kids
But
said,
the song is
The
famous.
Bottle,
Yeah.
yeah. And the kids said, we want to paint Gil Scott Heron. So there's the kids, they buy all the paint, they go through this back door right here that goes into a back alley. When you get into the back alley,
Oh my
they
God.
gave them a wall.
Oh my
and
God, that's
painted
great.
they painted a tribute to Gil Scott Heron back there, and they painted their names, and then they put
Visible people.
visible people
Visible people.
because he screwed it up. We spelled invisible wrong. And so we should just leave it as visible people.
Oh, that's funny.
And so this is Bubs. This is Bubs right here. This is Fade, and this is their boy from the Tribal Bridges crew that we brought down with us. He's got big muscles, so
This
he can,
is within
he can keep us
Facebook, not
out.
on YouTube,
Yeah,
this
this is all
particular
on Facebook. Yeah. So this is a Fade throwdown. This is a Bubs fade down. This is the bottle for Gil Scott Heron, and this is a shout out for Invisible People. And now Fade, this is huge because they're painting at the spot where it all began for them. And so now Fade is up in New York, but not up illegally for a good cause, right?
Huh.
So
Yeah.
TBC is Tribal Bridges Crew, GI is Ground Illusions, that's their b-boy group. Bubs one is Bubs Tag. So there we are sitting in the back. There's Steve that you met. Steve and I are just chronicling it. So we got our computer out there and we decided to do some live streams.
Yeah.
So the live streams, so that's basically all the pictures. These guys were painting beside them, which is some of their heroes. So they got to paint with their heroes. They did something good for the community. They got a trip to New York out of it. We had a couple beers and had some fun. And that's the back place where they were in the Bronx.
That's amazing.
And so the Tuff City guys love this so much, they installed the Crime Stoppers International tip on their page. So what, and then the girl, Steph, just took, after Horvath's presentation, sat and installed this on her page. And now I just talked to Carrie Fuller. She wants to install the Leave a Tip tab on her page. So it's going viral. The problem, it's not a problem, this is the challenge for Crime Stoppers International is I'm their social media advisor for the entire world. They're all local programs, which gives it huge strength and power. They're formally run by the community, owned by the community, in partnership with the police and the media. So they need an office. They're all volunteers worldwide. So I report to the President of the United Kingdom, who I just did a fugitive appeal with last week for an abducted 7-year-old little girl. That's a whole nother story. What we want to do is we want to paint airplanes, just like you saw there, with the people, the invisible people and stuff like that. Whatever the community building message is, go paint your airplanes. What the vision is, paint the airplane and have a campaign where people want to get their pictures taken with the beautiful artwork. Then you have to submit your pictures and upload them to a Facebook page that's dedicated to educating people about how to leave an anonymous tip, just like we've done this whole viral thing, and prevent crimes worldwide. Now, we're getting so much information in now. They give up to $2,000 cash rewards for tips. All the programs are going bankrupt because of social media.
Sorry, who's giving 2,000?
All the local Crime Stoppers boards, they fundraise money in the community to give rewards, cash rewards for anonymous tips. they can't keep up because of all this stuff that all kind of started in Toronto, but now the world wants to do it.
Oh, jeez.
So we want to hook up with a guy like Virgin, Richard Branson, or somebody like that. We want permission to paint some airplanes, just like we painted invisible people in the Bronx, and we want to have a social media campaign that can actually go worldwide to prevent terrorism, to prevent gang violence, to prevent schoolyard bullies, to prevent whatever the heck it is. Trust this, it's anonymous, get the information in, and let the cops work with their community partners to prevent, to keep our kids healthy and successful. And so, essentially, I need to get all that into 5 minutes, but I just want to focus. I want to focus on what we did here. So, I want to say, yes, I'm a cop. A kid here reached out to me on YouTube, and he was doing some things that might not be appropriate in the community relating to graffiti. I'm never going to call him a vandal, and then this has led to us being in New York City. Thank you very much, Jeff Pulver. We've also fallen in love because of Jeff with Invisible People and their cause. We've picked them up with this mural. Bang. Here's the links to everything, and the kids are going to explain to you what this mural is and why they do what they do. And the vision is we want to paint airplanes. Please follow CSI World, please, and help us out. And follow Invisible People and stuff like that. So the live stream videos that we did, hopefully I can bring this up real quick. I got a screenshot of it.
Where is that taken, that graffiti is your backdrop? Is that in Toronto?
That's Toronto. That's actually the mayor of Toronto.
It is?
This over here, it says the mayor's name is an art terrorist.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That probably shouldn't be on my screensaver.
Well, it's creative.
So,
It is art.
So, but the thing with Gil Heron, when we did these live stream videos, and I did take a screenshot of it, I'm just trying to find it here. It was so awesome what happened by doing the live stream videos. Which one might it be? No, there's should be a little thing of Gil Heron. It's Gil Heron's page on Facebook, and when we did our videos, they automatically went in to.
You know, one easy way to do it is if you do without opening it. Actually, is if you click on one and you press space, then you can actually.
Oh, you can see them all. Oh, nice trick.
It's like a preview.
I like that. Okay. This way.
Because this is a folder, but
Okay, it's on an open one. Oh, right here. That's the one right there. Okay.
no,
If you look at this, and you make this big, can you make it big now?
I know because it's only in a. Well, you can click down here, yeah.
Okay, here's, I would try to get some information about Gil Scott Heron. We did 2 live stream videos. There's Steve and I sitting back there trying to explain to the world what is happening right now. And Steve's looking at me and I'm looking at him and he goes, buddy, it's blowing up, man. There's like 3 articles already written in Toronto by this blogger like you talking about all this. And he goes, and we're seeing him. He's sending them to us. And he goes, I'm following what you guys are doing. So we did this live stream of him and me sitting there going, we're trying to do this mural to raise awareness for homeless issues at the 140 conference and for Crime Stoppers. Then we did this one of the kids doing their thing. When I went to Google, I went on Facebook to find out about Gil Scott Heron and more about him. 32,710 likes on his page here, and the #1 top posts were our videos right there.
That's amazing.
Right there.
It's really cool.
It was just like totally just surreal when I saw it, and I'm sitting there going, "This is nuts.
Yeah,
This is nuts." So how do you can this in 5 minutes and try and teach the world and inspire the world that so many cops can do this?
Yeah.
Like I've got the backing of the world. I got the backing of Interpol, Crime Stoppers International, and stuff like that. But I always get it thrown at me. It's like, Scott, you're only one guy. What you have in your brain needs to be put in bite-sized, chewable portions and thrown at people slowly. And we need a worldwide training program to do it.
Yeah.
And so that's when I started the reason why I started looking at your here's why I started looking at your stuff. I started looking at your stuff because of this, and this is probably going to be of interest to you because this is the whole serendipity thing that Jeff is always talking about. Is on the 140conf.com/blog. There's.
You saw the blog post about.
I saw your blog post and I went into it. Is that it?
No, it's
Where is it?
Yeah, this
Is this it? Okay, I watched this video. If you will go on my Facebook, it's on my Facebook, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is what I need because I got content on YouTube. I got it on Facebook. I got it on Twitter. I got content everywhere, and I get 5-minute sound bites everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And I need to be able to throw everything we just talked about here into one place, and say, guys, this is complicated. Thank you, Jeff, for connecting the dots. I need your help. Believe in me. Here's my kids, because they're not going to get all the connecting.
Well, and
the
here's
dots.
my story.
Yeah, here's the story.
Here's my story all in one place.
So if you go down, there's your blog, and why I was juiced on the blog is Steve and I sat for a whole day trying to write this blog so that we had something for guys like you to actually know what was in our heads. Because we knew once we get down here, all we'd want to do is party and enjoy, and just.
So how'd you like to be able to do it in 10 minutes, right?
Yeah. So this blog, I think, tells everything, and it's on the same blog as your product for the web docs. Now, somebody was asking if you followed the stream today. I was following very closely in there. Everybody's asking who's all the major players here at the conference. I go to the blog. So, and I wasn't giving them direct links to this blog. I was giving them the link to the whole blog. So they're going in there.